right. Welcome to Tales of Winternacht in the Tale of Cybil's Spear after a long hiatus for the holidays and other random January crap. We are back with Book 3, Chapter 22, as we are nearing the conclusion of Book 3 and our journey through Torslin. But yes, this is Cybil's Spear, our primary actual play D&D 5e campaign. I'm Silver. I'll be your storyteller this evening, and with me are our players AJ, Conrad, Dustin, Jeff, Saga, and special guest Ollie. Ernie will be here at some point in time fairly soon, and we will have full party. For those of you tuning in for the first time, or if you've missed a session, I'd like to encourage you to check out previous sessions on our YouTube channel. Also, like to direct you to our Discord server and Instagram to join our community and interact with us. Links to all can be found in the About section of the Twitch channel. Want to thank Smiteworks for Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice, Sirenscape for our amazing ambient sound effects and music, which you'll be hearing shortly, as long as I remember to click the buttons. Discord for our voice and video, and Wizards of the Coast for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the game we play. Tales of Winternacht is not sponsored by, nor are we an official representative of any of these companies, and the views and statements made during our game do not in any way represent those of the companies. We will be continuing our current giveaway this week. We are looking to hit 110 followers. Upon reaching that point, we'll be giving away a set of stickers featuring the art of our party characters made by our very own and very talented AJ. Same rules as before. To enter the giveaway, redeem 100 channel points to activate the enter giveaway option and then join our Discord. Everyone eligible can enter once per stream and accumulate multiple entries until we reach 110 followers, at which time, surprise, surprise, we will choose one entry as a winner. If you are chosen as a winner of the giveaway, you will be contacted on Discord to get your mailing address to send you your prize. I suppose, without further ado, previously on the tale of Cybil's Spear. Cybil's Spear, a group of 6 strangers brought together through tragedy to form an adventuring team. They've endured many trials and emerged stronger and better suited to face their ultimate foe, Kurzarath the Dreamer, an otherworldly entity who once trapped adventurers, including many in the party and their loved ones, in another dimension, and whose true aspirations are as of yet unknown. The current journey has brought them to Torslin, the northern homeland of the party's barbarian Jofrid. Arriving in the port city of Riob, they met Jofridir's beloved, Aliona, and together ventured to Jofridir's home of Snodeskull. They arrived to find the town devastated by some sort of attack, which left the adults dead or missing and the children sequestered in the sea caves under the care of a nearby lighthouse keeper. Amongst the dead were Jofridir's brother Ivor and the village wiseman Herdert, but there was no sign of Jofridir's father, mother, or sister. However, Ivor's spirit survived the death of his body and attached itself to a dagger left behind with his corpse, a dagger bearing the name Luvenia, a name unfamiliar to the party. The party headed south for Bjornsflut, the home of the Isbjorn clan, whom the party suspected was involved in the attack. Leaving behind Aliona, who volunteered to help Helen transport the children to Riob, they traveled for more than 4 days, overcoming numerous challenges and making interesting discoveries about the world of Torslin. Before a particular encounter found them transported through a magical shrine to the realm of Vibensenglut, a primordial being who challenged the party's trust and shared with them some cryptic information about the Dreamer. As a parting gift, Sanglut helped speed them on their way, but left the party confused and without their snow rams as to this before finding themselves on the other side of the mountains, sans snow rams, and sans any understanding of what day it was. Party finally arrived in Bjornsflut a short day's travel later and covertly entered the village. Reaching the center, they found Jofridir's father alive but far from well and taking a beating in the fighting pit. Battle ensued between the party and the warriors of Bjornsflut before it was abruptly stopped by the arrival of Navara, a silver dragon. She escorted the party from the village and off to a mine at the base of the Dristicfell Mountains, where the party asked questions before resting for the night. The next day, the party, deciding to take on the dragon first, climbed the Dristicfell Mountains to reach the den of Zormyrra, the white dragon who had been terrorizing the plains of Torsland over the past month plus. Here in Torsland, it is late afternoon on some day of some year. Our tale resumes as the party finds themselves standing at the entrance of a large cave believed to be the den of Zormyrra. Now I gotta remember to do that nice little start the music. Before you stands the immense mouth of a cave, gaping maw carved into the side of the mountain, towering over 20 feet above you, its jagged edges framed by the swirling mist of snow and ice that clings to the ground at your feet. Air around you feels heavy, heavier than it has despite the high altitude, charged with an unnatural cold, and the snowflakes swirling like spirits caught in an eternal dance. At your feet, the wind howls and echoes against the stone, a mournful cry that seems to warn of the dangers that lie within. How would you like to proceed?
Well, looks like at this point there's no turning back.
No, I think it might be a little too late for that.
You think?
This is where I think we gotta rely on your expertise.
Have any of you fought a dragon before?
We had a dream about it
Technically, yeah.
once.
In a way, I guess, yeah.
I just want to clarify that not all of us came out of that one unscathed.
Mostly unscathed.
We picked up the pieces.
I think we're all aware of avoid the dragon's breath.
It's
Probably
all,
best to stay somewhat spread out if we can.
it's all well and good to say you want to avoid the dragon's breath, but depending on how the cave, if it's like it was, the entrance is long. The entrance is narrow enough that the breath itself could hit all of us with no problems.
So we need to get in sneakily.
I
If
might
it's
be able
possible.
to help with that.
I suppose it's worth a shot. More time we have, the better.
Right, and maybe if we can sneak up enough, we can at least get some sort of idea of what the layout is, or maybe even set up some sort of plan.
Perhaps.
I
I
know
mean,
it's a foreign concept for us.
what are you talking about?
Every time we've tried to do a plan, we ended up not having to listen to it for a variety of reasons.
Well, it doesn't mean I'm not still making plans.
I've never been the greatest at following through with a plan.
I'm aware.
We've always sort of just winged it in the end.
That was
This is
partially.
not. This is not filling me with confidence.
Oh, so far it's worked.
No, and your results do speak volumes. This is true.
I guess that's just dumb luck. then Zidru will go ahead and like step to the side, and he's gonna summon his fire spirit off to the side, and then kind of almost tuck it underneath his cloak a little bit. That way it dims the illumination it causes.
If you haven't yet already, everyone, I guess except Torsten, can add 15 temporary hit points.
I'm also gonna summon Folk back with me.
Okay.
Alright. If y'all are ready, I can cast Pass Without Trace and we can get in there.
Right?
You're all prepared for this? You're all at peace?
No, but
I suggest you take some time. I'll walk up to Joffrey and just say, I would pray for us before. Sort of look down, and I'll go, Briora, mistress of the endless tides, keeper of the depths and guardian of life, I stand before the storm, unshaken as the sea. Grant us the strength of the rushing wave, that I may strike with the force of the tempest. Lend me the patience of still waters, that I may endure through fire and fury. Let your wisdom flow through me as the river flows to the sea, that I may see the path to victory. Bless our blades, as you bless the waters of life, that our strikes may cleanse this land of this danger. May the dragon's flame falter before the ocean's embrace. May my heart be steady as the frozen tide. And should I fall, let me be carried upon your currents home to the endless blue. By your grace I rise, by your will I fight, by your mercy I endure. The sea does not yield.
Sure. We will walk out of this all together.
I've done this once before. I feel like my luck may be running out.
Well, that's why we got the luck of all of us.
But, like, slap him on the shoulder like a couple times, just like, we'll be home soon.
Salinas approaches Zedri. Zedri, if it comes to it, he pulls out a diamond from his breast pocket. Says, if it comes to it, I'm keeping this right here. And he puts it back in a pocket in his big vest, right here over where his heart is. Keeping it right here. And if I need to find it, and I'm not there to give it to you, that's where it is.
Most appreciated. I do hope that it doesn't come down to that, and would that I still had a diamond to provide. But all things said, I have these, and Zedru will go ahead and produce some poultices that he has. I'll go ahead and hand one over to Salinas. There's 3 in total, so I have no worry of giving you at least one of them.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that either.
Agreed. I know that things haven't gone the greatest in the past for us, in terms of fighting dragons, but I'm really hopeful about this one, and I think that by Torsten's tactics and honestly Lennon's knowledge of dragons, it should go well, albeit a little bit rough.
I hope so.
I'll just smile.
And we just have to face what. And we just have to face what comes after.
Agreed.
Peaceful to catch you up as to what's going on. So, we're at the mouth of the cave. Nobody's went in. Everybody's kind of preparing themselves. Torsten's given a lovely prayer for the group, as well as Salinas and Zedri sharing a moment about prepping for healing. We'll put it that way.
About fucking dying? Yeah. All right, on the same page. But no one's gone in yet.
Being on the same page. I think when we leveled up and had our long rest, I gave you the spell storing item. Okay. Just wanted to touch base on that.
Oh, also, Cecil, add 15 temporary hit points.
I did.
Already.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
And
Person out 120.
yeah, actually, speaking of temporary hit points, you'll see the firearm that Alfred is preparing is going to be the protector drone.
Lonan will pull her longbow off of herself, off of her back, and with look at it and just say, in Noctilus's name, I hope Estrak true. Note, I do not go into your embrace just yet. I still got family to take care of. But if I do, please watch out for them. And she kind of brushes away a little bit of watering from her eyes, but
I think everybody's scared to make the first step.
yeah.
I was if no one else is talking or anything, like Torsten will sort of like stand up, like pull the weapon he has out and sort of stretch it behind his neck, and sort of like thump the end into the ground.
Of your lovely weapon.
Would you like to? Because hey, it's all you. That weapon's all you. So
Yeah, there hasn't been a good opportunity to really take in Torsten's weapon up to this point, just because of dim light, dim conditions, and things like that. And, just concerns over, there's a silver dragon, various other things. But Torsten's brandishing a pretty ornate item, based off of what you've seen out of most of the clans and their types of weapons. I mean, they're well built and everything, but nothing's done for pretty. It's all done for mechanical use and what it's supposed to do, purpose. Torsten's got a long-handled, for lack of a better way to put it, a mace and a very, very long handle. With etchings, metal handled, some blue. Can't really tell from a distance whether it's paint or possibly gem work that's been inlaid at various parts of it. Yeah, a long three-sided, a large three-sided hammer basically at the end. So in effect, a very long-handled maul.
Must do construction. Or maybe demolition, I don't know.
Yeah, so
Well-
it's like stretch it behind himself and then sort of like pull it around, sort of just like the hammer end like up in the air, like the three-sided thing, and then like we'll sort of hit the what's essentially the pommel of this weapon into the ground, and then we'll sort of continue doing it. It's like a slower pace, and then slightly more, almost like to bring like to show that there's a growing impetus, and once it reaches like it almost matches to his sort of heartbeat. He then like takes a deep breath and starts walking forward towards the entrance to the dragon's lair.
While he's doing that, Lonan is going to kneel down and in the snow draw a rune and cast Pass Without Trace. And follow him.
Yeah, Yofrir would follow as well.
If there's a cold breeze coming from the inside, Zidri's, even with that crow cloak, gonna go ahead and pull up the scarf that he has tightly wrapped with the blue of Briora and red of Infernus that Lonan made for him. And then head on in.
Double check my book one more time. And then... One.
All right, as you all start to make your way into this 20-foot tall cave mouth, you step in. Howling wind outside is muffled a little bit into almost an eerie silence. It is replaced by distant drip of water echoing through the darkness in front of you. There is no clear source of light as you look down into this cave. Air is thick with the scent of damp stone. Something stale, lingering smell of death and decay. Rocky ground beneath your foot's uneven, slick at points, as there's formations of ice along the ground and on the walls. And as you push further in, you occasionally be some minimal source of light. That'll light just a small portion of the cave. You investigate, you can see that there's just a little bit of an opening in the rock face that's letting just a little bit of the quickly dimming afternoon light to pierce the walls of this mountain. The snow starts to diminish as less and less of it is able to reach into this point. You start to notice the light dim more and more as the light at your back coming from the cave mouth becomes less and less the further you push in.
Yofrir will very quietly say, "Guess we should have someone who can see lead." Continue quietly.
If stealth is the choice, then yes.
Lonan will duck in front of Torsten.
As you venture deeper into the cave, you notice as the last remnants of daylight stretched long, fading fingers of shadows across the jagged walls and floor in front of you before passing out of that light source as you start to turn a little bit of a corner no longer have the benefit of the light at your backs. Those of you without dark vision are now wholly dependent on following in the pitch black behind your friends, following what minimal footfalls they have because we're passing without trace. And the occasional light sources that spring up in different places. Kind of think like the lights at the bottom of the floor as you come into a dark movie theater. Just far more sparse. As the snow thins and leaves behind just a minimal dusting that's caught in crevices, the air remains just as frigid as it was outside. Despite being shielded from the wind, nothing has warmed, nothing feels warmer. If anything, it feels colder inside this cave. Every breath you take just like hangs in front of you, just like freezing tendrils of air as things get colder and colder the further you go into these caves. There's a minimal, it's almost like you are just conscious of it because you're all attempting to be pretty stealthy with this, that there's a minimal echo coming off of your footfalls that you can just hear a little bit, but you quickly convince yourself you're hearing it because you're listening for it. It's not a very noticeable sound outside of your party. Alfred, a little bit louder than most. Unfortunately, just he's a pretty heavy-footed guy. Occasionally hear a drip of water, and those with dark vision see that it's just like a field of icy knives just hanging off the top of the cave above you, that it is just icicles throughout. Not common, unnatural to those of you that have a little bit more familiarity with this terrain. Torsten, Yoferdir. Torsten, it's not surprising to you.
Is this very similar
It's
to...
familiar.
Yeah.
The further you go, the more things just kind of coming back to you. It's been a while.
I think I start hearing like almost echoes of the previous time I was here. Not enough to like distract me from it, but my mind starts running through what happened, and the cries and the shouts.
Feel fairly confident that you are walking the same, retracing your steps from, I believe, roughly 25 plus years ago. It's still foggy in places, but it's like with every step coming back, being a little bit more. Back behind you, you can still hear the moaning of the wind at the cave's entrance. Pretty much the only thing at this point that stands out to you as being any realization that there is anything other than the darkness you're passing through. The reminder that there is an outside world somewhere, out of reach, out of sight. As you continue your path forward, this point in time, probably traveled 150, 200 feet into this mountain. For the most part, just one basic channel. Every once in a while, you'll see a little side channel, but it quickly merges back up with the main. The passage starts to widen a little bit, eventually turning into a small chamber, about 25 foot wide, 25 foot in diameter, circular chamber. where you see two very different paths. One off to the left, one off to the right. Walls in this chamber jagged, uneven, glistening with frost. There's a little bit larger light source coming in, a little bit larger opening that's letting in just a little small dusting of snow and a beam of light that illuminates so that all of you can see these two paths standing before you. Also illuminating the slick surface that you've been walking across, occasionally feeling your foot slip enough, but because you're taking a cautious approach, nobody has been in a precarious enough position to have to worry about actually falling. Looking at the two paths, the left path appears to slope gently downward. It's got a very narrow and shadowed entrance, and there is a faint but steady draft of cold air coming from it. The right path looks like it stays mostly level, keeping at this elevation, but the ice on the walls is a bit thicker, and there's this distant rhythmic dripping sound that echoes up through the chamber. It's very quiet, but so is everything else around you. Basically, the only things you guys are really hearing is that subtle dripping from the icicles and your own breathing. Hearing that echoing of a little bit more repetitive, more in quantity, amount of dripping coming from down this right chamber.
The Operator will look between the two different passages before looking to Torsten. Which path do we take?
And I will look directly at Silva as I ask which path I took.
Give me a survival check.
I will.
Or a history check. I'll let you pick.
Oh, let's see if I'm good at either of those.
I mean, your son's pretty good at remembering history.
He's really good at history without proficiency. Just
I'm
always
terrible
rolls
at-
well.
I'm not a big history guy.
It's
Oh,
not
there we
remembering
go.
history if you lived it.
It was almost a good roll.
Yeah.
Actually, I got inspiration, didn't I? This seems relatively important.
I'll go ahead and tell you, it's not a hard DC
Oh,
here.
cool.
You're good.
All right, cool. shit.
I don't want you to burn that inspiration.
I don't
quite
mind.
yet. So, DC
All my rolls
7.
are bad. I have to
For
start
your
burning stuff
11
super
roll,
early.
it was a DC 7. You're good. So we gotta ease back into things. We can't have too high a DCs yet.
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Thinking to yourself, taxing your memory, you're pretty sure that the right path is the way to go. The one that stays level.
Yeah, I'll sort of move my head to the right. I'll just be like, "This is the way we went last time."
Ronan will nod. She's been always been keeping a hand on the wall as they've been walking. But she'll just nod and turn off to the right.
Does Lonan have gloves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was gonna say that's not gonna be very comfortable putting that hand on that.
No.
Okay.
Zidri
All right.
is, before we go down the tunnel, if the sunlight fades again, he's going to pull open his crow cloak and just gesture for his Firebird to be between Torsten and Sun.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see any light source down these two chambers. You're just relying on the little bit of light source that's in the center of this central chamber where the fork is. All right. Heading down the right path, it winds steadily forward. Icy walls glistening faintly in the occasional dim light catch. Air remaining just very still. It's very... I hate to use the word, but I love to use the word. It's very dead in here. It is just so still and without movement. And while you were out on, when you first made it to the summit, made it to the front of this cave last session, all that time ago in our minds, there was that roar that came, but there's been no repeat of that. There's no sound of any sort of life coming from it. You go ahead.
I was gonna say at this point, being exceptionally silent, taking in the stillness and undankness of this cave. Kiesel, using his glaive as a walking stick most of the time, is just going to kind of tighten up and kind of hold it close and mutter to himself in Dwarvish. Zephora, protect me. Zephora, protect me. Zephora, protect me.
Gilfredair will turn back to Kiesel and also in Dwarvish say, I'm sure many of the gods are watching us today.
Between between like the frigid coldness and fear of it, Kiesel will just kind of nod and try to exhale. Not too loud. We are scared. Not too loud.
You travel for about another 125 feet before the tunnel that you've been passing through, which has been decent sized. The one on the left was a little bit narrow. This one's been wide enough that if you really wanted to, you could probably be going 2 by 2. You'd be pretty stacked against each other doing that. But the tunnel finally opens up into vast chamber. Well over 100 feet. There are pillars of stone going up in various different places. It's not any sort of a perfect chamber. It's not a carved out chamber. Just a natural cavern that you found your way to. And your breath echoes off of the walls around you and into this large space. And you are on one side of this chamber. It stretches out in front of you. There's good sized path right here where the opening is about 20 foot wide and then just opens up more kind of directly, but the path in front of you, the actual solid walking surface, gets out to about 50-60 feet. But then there's it's like it turns into 2 natural rock bridges that go across a massive chasm that passes down to who knows how far or to where. There doesn't seem to be any readily accessible way down from this place. Just a way across. Looking out across, there is the stone bridges, or the natural rock bridges. They all seem to be sturdy. Don't show any signs of inordinate wear or danger. Nothing's really moving. Everything is staying still. On the other side of the chasm and the other side of this bridge, you can see that the chamber is kind of bathed in a very unusual glow. While it is mostly black where you're at, occasional little tiny light sources that aren't enough to fully illuminate the chamber, but the far side is bright. And at the center of this brightness there is some sort of a opening in the top of the chamber that is letting enough light in have to be probably 10 to 15 feet wide opening that is letting this light source in, because there's a large beam that is then refracting off of a massive structure of ice set in the center of the other side of this chamber. When I say massive, it's about 20 foot in diameter. It's a very rough hemisphere. So 10 to 15 feet tall, 20 foot in diameter. Structure of what appears to be ice. Torsten, you want to give me what do we use? Survival in the last one? We're gonna go to the history this time.
Yeah, of course.
There is only ice and mountain here. There's no architecture, right?
Yeah, nothing appears to be man-made.
Ooh.
Something seems unfamiliar, but as all those memories have been flooding back to you, enough of it looks familiar that you think this is where everything went down. But it just seems off, and you can't place it with a 3. It's something's different enough to throw your memories to be a little bit squishy.
As we're all sort of standing there, like the drip of the water around us, and I'll just sort of be like, "This is the place. It's different now. Somehow. Maybe because I never saw it so quiet."
Well, do we cross the bridges?
Seems sturdy enough.
I'm not worried about it being steady. I'm worried about us getting stalked and knocked off halfway through it.
Well, Kiesel, if people like you and Yofradir and Torsten want to go first, I can help give support if things go awry.
Fair enough. And you already will start going across one of the bridges. Let's do the left bridge.
Geoffrey, you're going by as lonesome, or is anybody else going?
I'll also
Lonan will go too.
Geoffrey does go, yeah.
I'll do the one on the opposite to avoid putting too much load-bearing tension on these paths.
Zidri will accompany Kiesel.
Okay.
Salinas?
I'll take one side if you want to take the other.
Alright. And were the last ones?
I missed Lonan and Torsten as to which directions they were going.
Oh, I'd have would Lonan following Yofrida?
Yeah.
I'd have taken one bridge over, so I guess you went left, I'd have gone middle.
There's just the 2.
Oh, then I'd have gone right.
Okay. So we got Torsten, Cedri, Kiesel going to the right, Yofradir, Lonan going to the left. Alfred Salinas, seeing the party split up in this way. I will also point out the land bridges are within full view of each other. They are not like fully separating into like two chambers.
We're not splitting the party.
Sort of, but not in the way you would typically think.
Not completely.
Yeah, Alfred will go right.
And so Salinas will go left.
Okay. So you make your way out onto these land bridges. There's really not much different in what you can see. Dark vision versus non-dark vision. Looking out over the edge. I mean, these land bridges are about 10, 15 feet wide on each side. See just a fathomless chasm down below. And in the center in between. Kind of keeping pace with each other. As nobody's really in the front. You have two lines going roughly the same as you. Kiesel leading one and Jofrider leading the other can keep eyes on each other as you both slowly make your way towards this large icy object far side. And I suppose that would be as good a time as any to share a map.
Ooh.
Zedri is going to have his Firebird go alongside Jofridir on the other bridge. If we're separating across the two of them. Not that it's going to do much.
Do you want to pull your Firebird from your cohorts tab and put it in the combat tracker? I don't know if it'll let you do that or if I have to do that.
Good. I can try.
Give it a shot.
I picked it up. Did it put it in there? No. I doubt it. I might actually have to roll initiatives for it or something. I'm not sure.
See. There we go. I got it.
Okay.
Clear the initiative out of it, though. So now you should be able to take it from the combat tracker and move it?
Take it from
Maybe
the
not.
combat tracker and move it.
To where you...
No.
Maybe not.
No.
Okay, well now it's on the map.
Oh.
And Folk is out, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and where's Folk going?
She would have stayed near me, so it's probably between me and Salinas.
Folk, the only member of the party, sporting some damage.
I think it should have reset after I unsummoned her earlier.
Or did we do the
resummon?
unsummon
Yeah.
and the resummon?
Yeah, because
Oh,
after
okay.
she'd gotten stuck in it, I just unsummoned her and then summoned her back
Gotcha.
when we got to the top.
Okay, well nobody's sporting any damage then. Let's see. Where's Cybil?
Right next to Alfred, where she belonged.
Oh. Oh no.
Sybil's got a new token tonight. We got a full Guyver token going there, so.
Ace.
Maybe let's leave her outside the lair room.
One of us.
It's out there.
Look,
She's a
I
war
don't
dog
I
now.
don't want to I don't want to have it come down to us picking between whether we save Cybil or one of the actual party members.
We're gonna save Cybil over one of the party members. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You made a
That's-
mistake
that's
telling
your
Zedri
issue.
where the diamond was. Give that to me.
It's a dodge. If the dog dies, our subscribers will never forgive us.
Yeah, no, we'd be fucked.
Yeah, so let's leave her right outside, and we'll pick her up after.
He's a war dog now. It's okay.
Leave Navarra a snack out on the front porch.
Wait, can anyone else see the new token? I can't see it.
I can.
See a green
Roll
health bar
the
next
diver.
to you.
Yeah, I just have a.
Yeah.
I see it.
I don't.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, maybe it just has to load.
Oh yeah, the map took a second.
Dog.
All right.
Abadado.
Oh,
I've zoomed in,
If
so
you
the
guys
dog's
want
the
to,
only thing I can see. It seems appropriate.
If you want to proceed to move your tokens across the land bridges, make sure that.
Well, I don't think I have control of Cybil. Fantasy grounds. Oh, that's such a good picture of MacGyver.
it really is.
Oh, I don't see it. Oh no.
Yeah, I wish I could see it.
Just give it 3 years to load.
Yeah.
Okay. Stupid. Different. I drug another Cybil onto the combat tracker. It didn't delete the first one, so then I couldn't tell which one was the one I drug on there.
Oh, Cybil's gone.
She's like,
There.
y'all
Now
are
can you
alone
move
in
it?
this.
Yay!
Oh, I see. Oh, I see some dragon bones.
Yep.
All right. As you get up to this icy formation that kind of draws all the attention of the chamber, see that inside this crystalline form of what appears to be ice is the body of a large dragon that is mostly reduced to bone. It's very minimal flesh left on it, and it is very decayed and rotted, what little you can find.
The where I see the head.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have horns, or does it look like they've been removed?
It appears this is Gerzigar's skeleton, clearly. It doesn't take very long of you looking and investigating what pieces are missing.
I knew for sure. I'm just like, if that looks like the horns have been cut off.
That or there's a copycat hunter out there that's going and killing dragons in the same cave and taking
Absolutely.
the same pieces.
Jacking my style? Unacceptable.
But yeah, Gerzigar was not encased in ice when you left. That's new. Or at least has come about in the last 26 years.
So, it could have happened at some point. I'm gonna jump to wild conclusions, just like...
You know, you said you slayed a dragon. Could this be the memorial, a mausoleum, a funeral home?
Do they care for their dead like that?
I did not tarry long enough to ask.
Is that something Lonan might know?
You can roll in nature with advantage.
Ooh.
Also, while we're just standing around, Alfred would like, is there any like loose rocks around or like piece of ice, I guess, that's broken off, laying on the ground?
Rocks, sure.
Alfred would just like to take a small rock or pebble or something and like go to the edge and just toss it off.
Um, While your rock's falling, Lonan's 29. So it's not unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're intelligent creatures. They have their cultures, they have their ways, their traditions. Not overly familiar with white dragon culture, just because not the particular brand you're into, but it's possible that this could be some sort of a, based off what you're seeing in front of you that does not appear to be naturally occurring. It'd be as good a guess as anything as to this is probably unintentionally, whether done by another dragon or whether done by um, humanoids that might worship the dragon or anybody else. That's up for debate.
I mean, it's not unheard of. They're intelligent creatures, and especially if this was done by Zormyrra, I suppose, and they were mates, and I would assume she'd want to memorialize him in some way.
Then if dragons are intelligent enough to operate in complex societies and bury their dead, I'm sure they'll be holding one hell of a grudge as well.
Yeah, no, that is, they have long memories.
And when I say that, I'll look towards, I'll look towards Torsten.
He sort of nods. It's like understandable that they would.
Alfred, give me a perception.
My rock. 30-20?
Takes a long time, but you hear just minimal sound that, based off of, I'm going to give you a passive investigation check of, yeah, that was my rock.
About how long? You said a long time. I mean, Alfred could probably figure out.
Roll me an investigation.
Okay. Pass. Okay. Not bad.
With an 11, maybe 500-600 feet deep.
Oh, you gave me the feet? Oh, excellent. I thought you were just gonna give me the time. I thought I was gonna have to do the math.
Now that'd be mean. You're playing a character. You shouldn't have to do the math.
Plus, you'd have to know if gravity is the same on this world.
Oh, damn.
Boy.
You're right. Can't make any assumptions. Yeah, Alfred's gonna back away and make sure that Cybil's far away from the edge. It's quite a distance down. I mean, I know no one was going to dive down, but I'd recommend staying far away. It's 500 feet, give or take.
Alfred proceeds to tell everybody how many D6 that would amount.
Zedri would like to look around to see if there are any footprints, since it doesn't seem like there's any snowfall and it's just pure ice in this place. If there's tracks or pressure that's maybe cracked into the ice itself to show if there's anything around.
You can make a perception or a survival.
I suppose suppose I will go survival.
Don't find anything noticeable. Feel pretty confident that there isn't anything to be found.
So are we just gonna go ahead and bumble around this place until we run into Zormyrra? Or are we just planning on setting up here and trying to create some sort of trap?
I mean, this isn't her nest, right? There's still
Well, yeah, this seems like a good place, right? So, I mean, it seems like a place that they will frequent semi-regularly.
In that case, would that be the deepest part of the cave or the
Could be.
highest part of the cave?
Could be back the other direction.
Hmm.
Well, we did hear the roar before we came in,
mm-hmm.
meaning she's 99% in here somewhere. And if he is, then there's only one other direction that she could be. This may not be where she comes to rest and whatever else. She may not come here anytime soon.
Yofridir, Horst, and Sentry. Give me perception check.
Oh no.
Ooh!
Damn.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know why it rolled twice.
Because you didn't like that first roll.
My dice are starting off hot as usual.
All right. Zedri and Lonan. All this eerie silence, minimal sounds in between conversations, in between words being said. You both just barely pick up faintest sound of something moving.
In which direction?
Behind you, back towards the way you came in.
Question. I'm glad to roll for this. Being that Lonan has spent an increasing amount of time having to navigate in caves, could she kind of like press her hand to the ground and try to see if she can feel any vibrations of something big moving about?
Sure.
So I roll for that.
Survival, I suppose. Zedri, any reaction?
Yeah, Zidri's head is going to kind of like turn on a swivel back, and then he'll kind of tap out to the nearest person to him, who's Torsten. She can very much tell is Torsten's body, probably hitting like here against his abs. There's something back behind us, and he won't take his eyes off of the bridge we came up.
Looking in that general direction.
I'll turn and take like a step like forward to next to Zedriel, sort of like look in the direction. I don't have the. I'm old. My eyesight's not great. But I'll sort of like stare. And I'll just be like, in like a hushed tone, just be like, from the entrance.
Yes.
All right. As Lonan is putting her hand to the ground, attempting to see if she can feel any vibrations, Zedri's passing this message and having this short exchange with Torsten. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Oh, golly.
And
This is
once we
not-
have our initiative order, will resolve Lonan's roll and any further
Oh.
actions people have.
Not
Okay.
the worst. I'm usually getting shitty initiative. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
We're not doing terrible.
We got 2 20s for initiative, so.
No. I thrive at the bottom of initiative. This is not a good thing.
Yeah.
We need a Cybil
Selena's
initiative
too.
roll.
Oh, we also
Oh,
get.
we're going all in
uh,
on that shit. Oh man, we should got our armor. Like
Does
spikes.
Folk have a
Fuck.
separate initiative roll, or is Folk
Nah, she takes my initiative.
right after yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, I haven't
And
rolled
Wildfire
a 10
Spirit's the
yet.
same way, correct?
Wildfire Spirit's right after me. Yes.
Yep. Oh, awesome. With Wildfire Spirit, I keep that easy.
So Alfred's at the very top, and then me and Torsten are at the very bottom of initiative.
This is.
You guys are just too wrapped up into that ice. Just like
This is gonna be
it's
great.
captivating.
I'm trying to find where the Talonite or the tooth I got is from. Which part it was.
Pointing out, just like, no, it's this one, this one, this one, this one.
I'm like comparing all the missing parts.
It was in your uncle briefly. It broke off, and then we took it out of him.
All right, so Alfred as the top of the initiative order, not cognizant of any threat or anything like that going on, as Zedri's attempting to keep a low voice as he's passing this to Torsten, if I recall. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, AJ.
No, that's correct. But Torsten did stand right next to Alfred.
Yeah, I was gonna
Not
say.
yet. He hasn't yet.
Oh, okay.
I was
Oh,
trying to get
no.
what you guys were doing, because Lonan's in the process of doing her feel, and Zedri has just said his thing to Torsten.
Okay.
So,
Well then,
what is Alfred checking out other than he's discovered he believes this is a 500-foot deep chasm? Any investigation of the dragon? Anything you're wishing to do?
honestly, yeah, Alfred does want to take a look at the dragon to see if, like, they're, what's it called? He knows that the horns have been taken, previously, I guess. But he was looking to see if, like, there's any other sort of, like, salvageable parts, I guess, if it was to be uncovered, if there's anything that was like how the bone structure was in general after all this time, even.
Okay. Give me an investigation check as your action for this turn. And if you want to put yourself next to the dragon to get a better look, that's up to you.
Yeah.
Survey from afar.
No, I can't. My eyesight's not that great.
Woo, almost dropped at 20. And we ended up on a 4? I could have swore that thing was showing a 14.
It is a 14.
It is. It's a 18
Oh,
total.
I'm sorry. I have my screen scrolled up, and so it was showing Lonan's 14 on the initiative roll. Sorry. Yes, good. That makes sense. I thought we just kind of glitched out really bad. So 18. There's a lot of damage. There's a lot of places where you can see that some sort of sharp objects had made impact, cutting into the bone. There's also lots of teeth marks where something had been eating this body at some point. all the damage looks old. Doesn't look recent.
Interesting that there's teeth marks. Well, yeah, that would be, I guess, Alfred's turn.
All right. Zedri. You complete your passage as a free action of talking to Torsten. What would you like to do with the movement action bonus action part of you?
Zedri is going to go ahead and move to the edge of the wall. And then he is going to go ahead and cross over again, kind of just zigzagging between the two.
Okay.
He's going to pull out the staff of healing. He's going to go ahead and twirl it in his hands nervously before holding it up to his chest. And if anything cold blows this way, he wants to go ahead and cast a spell. He wants to go ahead and shield himself with Fire Shield.
Okay.
But he'll set himself kind of in that pocket, careful to like not brush up against the ice as to make any noise from it crackling.
Iced coffee comes flying out of the abyss towards you, triggering your held action. No. Okay. Anything else?
That'll be his turn.
All right. Cecil. Alfred's investigating the ice-encased dragon skeleton right in front of you. You can give me a... Let's see. What's your passive perception?
Not a lot. 11.
You heard Zedri mumbling something to Torsten, but don't know what he specifically said.
I'm gonna walk over the dragon. Is the ice thinner over it or not? I'm gonna move up just like 5 feet.
The ice over top of this skeleton is probably a good 5 foot deep. It is pristine. Typically, if you were dealing with ice of this depth, you would have no clarity to be able to see crap on the other side. It is not a natural occurring ice. That's just very, very evident from looking at it. Passive nature check for anybody that doesn't have a negative in nature would realize that this is not naturally occurring ice. But yeah, it's about 5 foot deep to get to it.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 25. There's no more opening in here. Like, this is the majority of the room. Like, this is all of the room. There's no other, like, entrances or...
Yeah, you don't see any exits. I mean, there's, like, small little openings, like it looks like a small creature. You want to polymorph into a squirrel, you might be able to find a little tiny hole that goes somewhere, but nothing man-sized or bigger.
Man, I don't got anything going on in here. Unless we choose to, like, go exploring more, I don't really have a whole lot to add.
All right. Zedri, as you stand at the ready at the side of this chasm, there's a whoosh as a huge white scaled creature wings at its side as it comes up and then quickly unfurling as this large, massive white dragon just comes up and just plants itself right in front of you and Yofredir and the Firebird. Basically everybody except for Alfred, Cybil, and Kiesel.
Is it a very cool breeze? Is it flaps its wings and descends?
Yes, you got your cold trick.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh.
My iced matcha latte. The chill of it burns my tongue as I go ahead and. Yeah.
With 5 olives.
Okay.
Gross.
I said light ice.
Lonan, I'll let you pick which. Have you put Lonan and Folk into like specific squares instead of straddling two?
Okay.
So you just want to pick which one. Fair.
Yeah.
Back away.
Yeah.
You
All
don't
right.
wanna end up in the dragon.
Rather not.
All right. As this white dragon lands on the side of the ledge and combat seems imminent, cue the music, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the roar of the dragon. As Zormyrra makes her appearance and arrives at the edge, hovering above the ground, about 10 feet above the ground right there. It's just going to activate Frightful Presence on... what's our range here? 120 feet, so I'm pretty sure that's everybody.
I'm sitting here counting like, okay, I'm 20 feet away. Like, that's gonna do anything.
So I need wisdom saves from everybody and every critter.
Rude.
Unless they have immunity to the frightened condition.
No, it was on a 20 and it rolled off.
Not a good look in front of your dad.
The
Not a
wildfire
good
spirit
look in front of
is
your dad.
immune to frightened condition.
Nice.
Folk is not phased at all.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled twice.
Hey! Wow. Look at me and Yofredir being the only ones who failed.
Oh, all but 2 of you failed.
Yeah, no, buddy. The save is
wait.
high.
What? Oh no.
The DC
Oh.
21.
Everyone within 10 feet of me gets +4 to their save.
Get right.
Hey!
That means I pass.
Yay, I
God,
still
I'm not
failed.
within 10 feet, but you know what?
So
That means Alfred passes!
I pass a wisdom save?
Wait,
Yes!
Oh,
wait.
end the
what
campaign now.
What was the save? What was the save?
DC 21.
21.
Oh, I didn't need it.
Yeah, Kiesel and
Folk.
Folk were the 2 successes on the front end. So, okay, so the +4, is that what you said, Torsten?
Mhm.
And is that you and everybody, or just everybody in your vicinity?
10 feet. Everyone within 10 feet of me. So Alfred.
Oh,
And
wait,
including-
never mind.
including
I'm
you.
not in 10 feet.
But
of you.
including you, correct?
I've added the 4 onto mine.
Okay, so... Oh, you already had the 4 on yours, so you're still in the
Yes, sir.
fail.
Oh.
Alright.
I think the
So,
only other one who passes.
who is...
Um,
who failed out of there?
Wait, who didn't
Um,
fail?
wait.
Cedric?
What was the
Success?
No, I failed because I'm not within 10 feet of him.
I
Alright.
think only me, Folk, and Alfred are the ones who
Yofredir?
succeeded.
I failed.
Success or fail? You
Failed.
failed?
Yep. I got a 6. +4 for a 10.
Your dad tried to help you, but you gotta help yourself sometimes, kid.
I would
It's
like
okay, he's fair
to-
too.
Before you put
Firebird's immune.
before you put the fire,
Alfred
spirit
succeeded.
Yes. Before you put
Cybil?
it on Torsten, I would like to use my Flash of Genius on Torsten
Ooh,
to add my +4.
Okay.
nice.
Nice. Thank you.
Cybil.
Bros supporting each other.
Cybil does not succeed. Fails. She's without the 10 feet.
She should just kind of run
It's
around.
actually
that corner
not the
and hide
worst
probably.
thing for Cybil to be frightened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Folk succeeded. Lonan, Salinas.
I failed.
Fail.
I think I passed now.
Yeah, Torsten.
Yeah, I deleted the effect back off of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Kiesel was success. The only PC to roll naturally into success. Kiesel bringing his A game tonight.
It was on a
All
20, man. The dice was on a 20. It rolled off.
I rolled as high as I could.
All right. I think everybody should be properly represented there. Zedri, we got your thing activated, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The Zormyrra just takes in a big, deep breath, smelling everything around her, and just eyes glare in the direction of Jofridir and Torsten's. To the scene of the crime. As she proceeds to claw Jofridir. Fail with the first attack.
Look at that.
Claw second attack. 26 hits.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Jofridir is not raging yet.
Not yet.
And I don't have a
You'll
reaction.
get there. You'll get there. It's not going to kill you in one turn.
Soon.
All right, and it's going to bite at Jofridir.
The claws scrape off this kind of glimmering, mostly translucent yellow magic shell that you couldn't see around Jofridir before, but as he's attacked, it appears and blocks damage from that
Absorb
first
some of
attack.
that damage. All of that damage. Right? We had 15.
Mhm.
Bites, hits. We're going to take care of the rest of that 15.
It
But,
shatters.
thankfully, you have some resistance to cold damage going on.
Yeah, a little bit.
As last attack, gonna swing its tail up at Isedri. It's gonna quickly learn what you do, but it doesn't know that yet. So 15 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Dang.
Oof.
Dang.
You can roll your con save.
Thank you so much for that.
I haven't been able to figure out how to turn that off where it's doing the auto roll. So
I'll also roll the 2d8.
yeah.
So it'll be 5 fire. I guess in a different vein, he's had kind of these like will-o-wisps, like very faintly, like pulsing in and out of vision. But as it strikes, it almost ignites, and so it'll whip back up flame towards the dragon's tail. And I will make a concentration save, which
You trying to make this dragon into Charmander?
Was that literally?
No.
Same thing.
It was the
yeah.
same thing. It was meant to
Same-
be.
Same
That's okay.
thing. That's very sad. Wait, use your inspiration.
I don't have any.
Use mine. Go ahead.
Mine. Yeah.
Okay. This isn't. This isn't the most important thing because I can't cast other concentration spells. If this one's up, so it's okay.
Choice is yours.
I appreciate it though.
All right. So as it claws at Yofredir, hitting once, missing the other time, that shell absorbing the damage before it just clamps down with its jaws biting, ripping into Yofredir's shoulder, eliminating the rest of that shell before pulling away, spitting, thinking it's got something in its mouth as that magic dissolves and goes away, as it just spats before just flipping its tail towards Zedri to the side. And that will be its turn. And Salinas is up.
Salinas is definitely going to take a step back. And it's going to sort of shakily draw the bow of his fiddle out. And mutter a few words as some of the rocks around him that are kind of just various small pebbles kind of start to rise off the floor. The hiss, the ice melts off of them, and begin to circle, kind of circle his brow in a halo as he casts Meteors of Celestian.
All right.
And he's going to, as a bonus action, he'll fire one of them at Zormyrra.
All right. Be disadvantage on the attack.
Yes, unfortunately. Come on. Damn.
15
is not
just
going to do it.
goes by the wayside.
And then he's going to duck around this corner. I think that's his turn. So, re-roll the wisdom save.
So Yofredir's last rage was still activated. I'm seeing. So it resisted all the damage that went to him. That's why it came out as being 0. I was kind of confused by that at first. So, yes, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
Come on. You're good at this. You can do this. Nope, got rolled the exact same thing as last time. Oh, goody. Advantage because I can't see her? Is that how that works? Uh,
Alright, so Yofradir, you would have taken 9 damage. If I'm calculating right. No. $11 damage.
I'm cool with that.
With the bite attack on Yofradir, notice that wound on your shoulder is cold to the touch. You feel it just like freezing on your arm. Very reminiscent of, those few times that you didn't follow Torsten and Solfried's advice on when to come home and when not to be playing in the snow as a child, and came home with a little bit of damage to your extremities. But with that, Lonan.
Alright. Lonan will scoot past Volk. And I think get in this press up against the rock for a moment. Is going to use bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. I drag this onto me. Yeah. And that is gonna make two attacks with my longbow at disadvantage.
Okay.
yep, that's rough.
I believe it should.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Hey, you should hit.
Send your arrow true. Feel like you got a really good beat on it, but doesn't sink in as deep as you had hoped. But makes sense with your knowledge of dragons that basic damage is going to be reduced as to its effectiveness here.
Let me make this dex save. Alright.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Feel your. It's actually why that shot just goes. You slip, your foot just slides out a little bit in front of you, and you shoot high, arching over. Zedri, you just catch like a brief glimmer above your head as something goes flying over your head.
Then I'm gonna try and not be frightened anymore. But yeah. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Folk moving or anything? Oh, is Folk moving or anything?
Yeah, she's gonna move a little closer in. Closer to Yofradir.
Dodgy dodge.
Dodgy dodge.
Alright. At the end of your turn, Lonan. We're going to...
I already went to next turn, so...
Yeah. I'm going to... Legendary action.
Of course.
Of course.
Yep.
As... Gonna tail attack towards Zedri again.
Sidra just got like smashed up against the wall. Just like a little tiny bit of blood. And then he saw something above his head and he's gonna get smacked again.
Circling back down, it's coming down as across your body. Hitting the brunt of it onto your shoulder and hitting with a 25. For 17 damage.
Can I go ahead and... Ooh. This is just like the full-on tail, right? There's no... like cold to it?
Correct. It's just bludgeoning.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, then I'll take it.
All right. Yofridir, at the top of your turn, I need you to roll. Well, actually, no. I guess I need to roll. Take 3 cold damage at the beginning of your turn. And it's to you. Standing face to face with your long-awaited quarry.
Your fear will enter a rage. When you're fighting, you can't get closer, correct?
Correct.
No.
Okay. So he's gonna do like a little swirl of his axe and take a step back towards Torsen. Like, well, this is it. And he'll hold his action if the dragon gets close enough to him, but obviously he doesn't have reach. So I don't know if the dragon will get that close, but otherwise, what I'm gonna do, I can't do until my next turn. So.
It's going to do attack of opportunity as you step out of its range. Gonna do.
I will take it.
You rage? Okay. You
Bite
rage.
attack.
Yes. That's all I could really do this round, honestly.
18.
Yep. That hits.
21 resisted down to 10. Okay.
You get to roll your wisdom save to see if.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need a con save and a wisdom save because con
Can you be
save.
frightened? Can you be frightened in rage?
There's only certain classes, I think, that give you resistance
21.
to frightened.
Woo! Okay, you got rid of the frostbite,
Nice.
so you aren't going to take that D8 damage each turn.
Nice. Not quite.
Needed the 21 on that one though. So
I needed a 19.
Yeah. Well, you have a +4 from Torsten. You
Yeah.
only needed a
Yeah.
15.
Close.
Something closer.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Torsten will sort of grab Tide's Fury and sort of sling it up over his shoulder as he walks forward. For his bonus action, he's going to cast a spell called Aura of Glory, which creates an aura centered on me that bathes all friendly creatures within a 15-foot radius in a warm and comforting light. Each affected creature has advantage on saving throws against being frightened for the duration, and the aura moves with me.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I guess I don't know what I do with the effect on this, but
Sarah.
there's a
there a
purple thing.
concentration
next to the
part?
spell. Yeah, so I just drag it onto me.
Yeah, if it's the one that's got the C on it, then it goes onto you. Yep.
Sweet. Then let me get this. Still learning this. I am doing what I can. I move it to here. Here. Yes.
There you go.
Okay. The spell itself. Yeah, I've used that, so that's what I'm using. As I do it, I'm just like, let those who stand beside me feel your strength, your serenity, and your unyielding will. May their hearts be steady, their strikes true, and their purpose clear. With that, I will walk forward to stand as in front of this dragon as I possibly can.
All right.
And as I get right up to it, I sort of like sling the hammer down so it's like on the hammer parts on the ground. And I'm just like, I ended your mate. You will soon meet the same. And I'll make 2 attacks.
All right.
I mean, I talk a big game. If I don't hit, it's going to seem real stupid.
Aw.
Here we go. Oh, okay. So hold on. Let me put that down there, and then I roll this. I roll this. So I roll the dice onto the person on the combat tracker. Sorry, I'm just.
Or onto the map. Onto that target on the map. We'll do it
Okay.
too.
Okay. So I pick this, and I do that.
You dragged the frightened condition on yourself, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that was
That's
what
why-
came
yeah.
with it. That's weird. Okay. Let's just roll that again.
Okay. I mean, I'll take the lower one. It still hits, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I guess it hit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So yeah,
worst
I'll
case
do that.
scenario, you still hit.
Yeah,
We'll go with
I'm just like, yeah, cool. Then the second attack is...
Damn. An 18 rolled
Yeah.
away.
It was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It saw who was
then-
rolling, Ollie.
I know. It doesn't like the fact that I do things. And then, so I'll do this. 13 damage.
And
Zormyrra.
Folk is going to use their reaction to infuse the strike and add an extra 1d6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Nice.
I can get the dice to roll.
Nice.
Right.
I'll actually use a first level spell slot and just put a smite on there because you got it,
Yes.
right?
Why not?
Why
Take
not?
them when you can get them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm just gonna roll 2d8. It seems like. How do I roll 2 of the same dice using these dice things down here?
If you
Click.
right click,
Pick it up and then yes, and then
Then
right.
right
click.
click.
Yeah.
So it'll also take 13 radiant damage.
All
Nice.
right.
As I, like, from down on the ground, I just sort of bring it up and hit it right underneath the jaw.
Casual 31.
Little dribble of blood comes out the side of the mouth. It just looks down at you and just smiles.
I return the smile.
Oh, we're friends now.
Yeah, absolutely. I turn on the party.
Jumps on the back of the dragon.
Turns out I'm actually the dragon as well. That'd be wild. That will
Alright.
end. That will end my turn. I don't know how I do that. How do I press this? Nope. Don't know how I do that.
There's a little
button on the.
down arrow at the bottom of the combat
Ah,
tracker.
yeah.
It jumps to the next.
There you go.
Cybil. Yeah, Cybil is going to be frightened and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's a nice little hole here. Cybil's just gonna chill here for a little bit.
Girl.
Hopefully not chill too much.
All right. At the end of Torsten's turn, Zormyrra is going to do another tail attack, but this time at Torsten.
Oh no! I was so worried.
Poor Zedry getting hammered over there.
Yeah.
Curb
You
stomped
know,
by
Cedric
a
gets a
dragon, and I got curb stomped by my party not too long ago.
Ooh.
Oof.
Something DeviantArt dragons getting stomped on.
Yeah, that's
Why?
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should have went on. Torsten
Yeah.
should have got the 1d6,
Ah, okay.
but
Only 23.
but it used it anyway, so it'd be only 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's my
Still
concentration
don't
check
always
here?
know how Fantasy Grounds works.
11.
Oh.
DC 11.
11.
DC 11. Cool.
Yeah.
So this is actually... Oh, no, hold on. I have to put the modifier on because my it doesn't have
That +4, baby.
Yep. So 25.
Nice.
I think you're good. Holding
Good.
steady there.
Yeah, I hold that spell. I do the same thing. After it hits me, I wipe a bit of blood, I spit, and I sort of like stare at the dragon and smile.
Gives
We
you
have-
just a slight head tilt.
We share a moment. It's kind of beautiful, honestly.
All right, that should be end of the round with Cybil's turn.
Yeah. She'll make her wisdom save. Not quite. I can end the turn.
Okay.
Oh, it is my turn.
It is Alfred's turn.
Okay, so for the sake of not clogging things up, I usually don't have my arcane firearm on the ground as an entity, but I would like it to be positioned in a place, so I will now ask for it to be positioned.
Nice. Where do you want it?
I mean, it can start in front of Alfred, and it'll end up in the square now moved next to Torsten here.
Okay.
I'm going to first
nice.
bonus action hit the remote in my hand to flare it off and have it what's it called? Emit its protective energy around the 3 that's near it. So, all right, a 6. It's something.
So 6
Question.
temporary hit points.
Yes.
Question: does this class as a heal?
No, this is a.
It's temporary HP.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking because the effect on
Yep.
the weapon. So it says heal in front of. So I wasn't sure.
Heard that. I'll keep that in
So
mind.
yeah, Torsten, Zedri, Jofridir.
Yes, the 3 of them.
You guys want to go ahead and type those onto your temporary box. Torsten, I got yours.
Thank you. Until I figure out how I do it. There we go. I see where it is now.
And I know that there are a lot of actors in front of me, but Alfred would like to position himself to take out his usual, not a rocket launcher, attach a giant vial of a sloshing white liquid, and he is going to fire off a canister that...
Fire off a bottle of milk.
A bottle of milk, sure.
Put this baby to sleep.
It's a 20-foot cube of web on Zormyrra. You said that she was flying, correct? She's 10 feet up in the
It's
air.
about 10 feet up off the ledge there.
So yeah, I would like to bring her down. Where is my... Okay, so they will get a DC 16 dex save.
Okay.
I don't know if that actually...
19 succeeds.
Okay.
We really had a chance.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Well, yeah. I mean the webs are still there, correct? I mean they're not like they didn't dissipate.
No, they stay there. If it's the spell web, they stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They're just not caught up in it.
okay, and that'll be my turn. Alfred will stay put right where he is.
take us to Zedri.
Yeah.
The tail found a new home, so
Zedri is going to go ahead and back up a bit. So he's going to go ahead and move over here.
No.
oh, your fire shield's toast, right?
No, Fire Shield doesn't have concentration.
What was our concentration on?
Concentration was sustained meditation. That gave me 20 HP that I
Gotcha.
could use. But yeah, Zedri's going to go ahead and stand there. He's going to go ahead and brandish the Staff of Healing, and he's going to go ahead and point it up towards the Firebird, who for a brief moment is going to glow in like a pure radiance rather than the purplish hue that it's had up until this point. And he's going to go ahead and use Enhanced Bond to cast Mass Cure Wounds through his Firebird.
All right.
Cedric, you should roll damage for that second tail attack from your fire shield.
Oh, you're right. I should. I didn't realize. Boop. And it got
11.
11. Yeah. That one time that I got struck again. But yeah, there is no qualifier on this spell for needing to see the person. So therefore, he's going to go ahead and choose Salinas, Yoferdir, Torsten, and himself. 4 out of 6. In addition, Enhanced Bond adds a D8 to the healing. So it'll actually be an extra D8 on top of this, which I don't know if it'll let me. Yeah, it will. So all those folks get 22 healing.
Well, I think the only one's damaged right now is you, Torsten, and Yoferdir.
Yeah. True. I mean, why not? For flavor, he'll toss in Kiesel and Alfred as well, because it's up to 6.
Okay.
But yeah. So everybody would get 22 healing, and then as a bonus action, he's going to command the Firebird to fly back over to Kiesel and then attack Zormyrra. So then following him, it'll move just kind of hovering above Kiesel, and then going to go ahead and shoot off a fire seed at this thing.
It hovers over the icy glacier. A little bit of water starts to trickle away from it.
So we'll do 6 fire damage as
Okay.
Zedri attempts to, after healing himself, kind of bend over a little bit and just work through the fear of this dragon.
No.
No.
No repercussions to
Apple
failing this.
knows no.
It's fine.
You're out of the 15-foot range of my thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would not have helped. I'm pretty sure I
Okay,
would have
go
probably
ahead,
rolled
no.
a 2 if I rolled again.
Yeah, unlucky.
But yeah, that'll be all of Zedri's turn.
Okay. End of Zedri's turn, it'll use its last legendary. To just stick with the tail attack on Torsten. $19 to hit. The interesting damage roll, but 14.
So DC 10 concentration.
Yeah. Not a problem. All right, Kiesel.
Okay. Kiesel's going to start off in like a full sprint, kind of dragging the javelin down, kind of scraping the ice straight through where like the dragon is as he's running. The dragon in the ground, scraping over that. In the sprint there, he's gonna take a deep breath, being one of the only people not affected by the frighten. And
Okay,
I want to
let me stop you for a second. I wish there was something to remind me of this. I forget lair actions at 20.
I was wondering
So,
that this was going a little too quiet.
Zedri's was the 20 turn. So,
Yes.
let me do this and then do your turn so that I'm not putting you into a bad situation you weren't prepared for. So,
Whoop. And as you're running, a rock falls on your head and you die.
I think you were on the token above Hulk, or were you at that one?
I was like right here. All right.
I
5,
can't
10,
remember.
15, 20. Yeah. I was right here. I was right on top.
Okay.
And if I wasn't, I am now.
You step on a
It might
rune,
matter.
instantly freezing you as a rock falls on you. You shatter it.
The husband comes back to life. Reanimated bones.
That would be some.
Zormyrra goes and like just makes a big flap of her wings, and we'll say Lonan with her passive perception will want to hear just like a little bit of a whine and a whistle as Alfred, Yofredir, and we'll go Kiesel. Ice shards, like frozen. Okay, so I always forget
Tights.
stalagmites, stalactites, tights up top. Okay,
Stalactites. Yeah.
all right, stalactites, frozen stalactites falling from the ceiling. Nat 1 miss. Woo. Oh, it did. Let me re-roll. It's not. The ranged and melee shouldn't apply in things falling from the sky. It's still going to do it the same way. Why is it still pulling disadvantage now? Oh, because I'm in melee.
We'll
just
do
in general.
whatever the first roll is.
Okay. 12 plus 7, 19. Kiesel?
Yeah.
Okay. Eight damage, which is absorbed by your temporary hit points.
Okay. Like I never even had that done at all.
Alfred, 16 plus 7, 23.
Yeah, that hits.
For 11 damage, which is all absorbed.
Mm-hmm.
And Yofredir. 11 does not hit, I'm guessing.
No, it does not.
So your icicle goes a little, or frozen piece of stone goes a little bit wayward. Does not hit. Okay. Now, Kiesel, it is back to you. Sorry.
Okay,
about
no, you're fine. After getting stabbed in the foot and getting mildly annoyed at the minuscule damage, Kiesel's going to start kind of like trying to zigzag back and forth as these like stalactites are falling down from the ceiling. Again, kind of like dragging his glaive in a way that it's kind of scraping on the bottom, kind of passing through this like dragon's corpse. 5, 10, 15. I have a 10-foot range, so that's technically in range. On my run up, being one of the only people unaffected by the frighten, Kiesel's going to take a big, deep breath and tap into fighting spirit. So I'm going to give myself 10 hit point runes. Hopefully.
Refresher.
Yeah, put
refresher temp hit points.
Oh, you know what? I don't even have to do anything. I just have to click that. Bang.
There you go.
Bang, poop, pop.
I'm
going to give myself
there you go. Yep, there you
advantage. And I am going to run up and while the glaive is scraping, kind of like scrape it upwards and slide, and just kind of try to go up as much as I can towards like the chest, thorax, underbelly kind of curve of it all. Tight.
There's been a lot of ones.
That's one, and I
Nice.
have 3 attacks thanks to being level 11.
Have at ye.
Oh,
Oh, that'll get you.
That 19.
So
Oh, that 20 didn't
Oh,
budge!
baby!
we
Here comes
did
the
it.
big boy damage.
It goes purple.
Mess him up. Mess her up.
Oh.
Damn, you almost didn't need the improved critical. You rolled 2 9s anyway.
Yeah. Yes, as I'm doing this, I catch a bit of like the scales on like the downward slide, and I use it to leverage myself and just kind of jump up and hack and slash away. And in the jump of it, I'm just, we're going to put you in the ice next and wear your scales.
We're gonna see an action search.
No, I have an ace up my sleeve that I'm going to need the action search for. So, like a good
Ooh.
noodle, I'm gonna stay right here, and I'm making sure that this perimeter is kind of set between, me, Torsten, Jofridir, and that all of our ranged are very much ranged away, kind of setting up a perimeter here, and that'll be it.
All right. That'll put to Zormyrra's turn.
Oh no! Gulp.
Okay, Zormyrra's gonna move. So, Torsten, Folk, Kiesel, if you want to burn your reaction, if you haven't already, on an attack of opportunity, now would be the time.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, 4 attacks, Kiesel.
I think
No, you don't get.
Folk already.
Yeah, you get 4
Folk already
attacks. Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Folk did with the
Yeah.
necrotic deal. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I figured it didn't count to me. I mean,
Who's
Take
going
the
first?
guaranteed extra damage versus the potential.
yeah.
The
Torsten hits.
for
Nice.
fighting spirit, it doesn't say your current turn; it says the current turn. So if I were to take this reaction, would I still technically have advantage until the start of the next initiative?
I believe so. Usually with
No, it'd be the
certain
end of the current turn, which would be your turn.
This would be my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm
Yes.
still going to burn the reaction and try to hack up and slash as much as I can here. So
Well, yeah. Well, obviously.
Oh, I have Sentinel, so that dragon ain't moving.
Ooh.
okay.
A paladin with sentinel. She sat.
I'm sat.
How do you think he killed the last dragon? It doesn't go nowhere.
Okay.
Does
I would just-
Sentinel reduce their speed to 0?
Mm-hmm.
Which means
Yeah.
that they
Oh.
fly. Right?
Oh, also,
I figure she could probably still hover.
Okay.
hold on, because I crit on my turn and I have the slasher feat. Until the start of my next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
She's
before
probably
that,
going to just breath weapon us right now.
We are leveling.
Us, as you're safely hidden behind a wall.
As I specifically went around a corner.
Okay, so you want to drag that the slasher deal onto Zormyrra?
I would love to. I don't know if I did that to myself or not.
Yeah, it didn't go on to. Yeah, you have to drag that little purple symbol over onto Zormyrra on the map, or on the tracker, which the speed's of no issue at this point in time.
Now she's negative
It's
10,
until
so now she's
Torsten
gonna.
dies, but she just goes the other direction now.
Yeah.
All right. Damn you and your sentinel. That makes things really not. This is gonna sound bad. I'm not meaning this in the way you think, but you can't know why I'm saying this. But it makes it very not fun. Because you aren't gonna get to see a lot of stuff in this battle because I'm stuck now until Torsten's dead.
Well, until he's
Torsten
dead, or
has
you push him away.
moved up on the hit list.
There was other people above me on the hit list?
Yes, Kiesel was at the top, and then I believe I forgot who was second. Yeah.
No, that was
So
on
this is
my
second.
hit list. That's not Zormyrra's hit list. Zormyrra's
okay.
hit list. It's definitely Torsten.
There's definitely like a weird psycho wall that this dragon has in her cave of just pictures of Torsten.
You're on a different hit
Okay.
list. You're her husband, right? You're the other dragon?
ruin the reveal.
All right. Because we have this disadvantage and bleeding everywhere. Shift tactics. That's what we do, right?
Oh
Yeah.
no, plan B.
Adapt.
Gotta improvise.
Improvise, overcome.
All right, everybody within 100 feet. Not line of sight, within 100 feet. Unless you're deaf. Needs to give me a con save.
Is this a cone or is this straight 100 feet?
It's 100 feet radius.
I have the advantage because I'm in Torsten's aura, correct?
Yes. No, that's against frightened. You just have
Okay.
+4. You just have +4.
You just have plus
I have
4.
a good con anyways.
28?
Don't.
Damn, folk.
He's...
Speaking of,
No, Folk
Ooh.
is
I
16.
don't.
Kiesel was 28.
32's
I thought my
nasty.
earbuds with
That's
me.
20.
I got
Yo,
gimped out by
two.
nat 20 for
Hey,
a
can I
10.
use my inspiration to re-roll that nat 1?
Oh, yo,
I would very much
anabolic
like,
boys.
would very much like to re-roll that. That's better. I'll take a 30.
Oh, a lot better, yeah.
Wow. That's a swing.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
We'll just start at the top of the list of people here. Zedri. 3d6 thunder damage as Zormyrra just lets out this blood-curdling roar that just
Hey.
pounds your eardrums.
Guess what? This is freaking elemental damage. So your boy's gonna cast Reflect Elements.
Yes.
Ooh.
You just
So-
scream back at the dragon.
Nah.
Ah, ah.
Thunder's an element
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
for
It's
that purpose.
acid,
Huh.
cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. It's the last
There should be
one.
thunder elementals somewhere instead of just giving us the stupid 4.
Pots and pans.
You know.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
So Zedri
Okay.
takes the entirety of it, but from whenever he attacked that thing's tail, some of the fire's gonna go ahead and like flare up almost to the point of like plasma and just make like a really loud popping noise. So I have to go ahead and make a ranged spell attack on this, and unfortunately I have disadvantage because I'm so
Or
scared.
melee.
Okay, so does all the effect of this take place before your thing happens?
Yes. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh wait.
I do
This
want to
might be
finish
bad.
the other part, which is your stun. I don't know if that's going to change
Ah.
anything with what you're doing, but you are stunned.
Well, goody.
Oh.
I don't know, because it says a reaction taken when you would take the damage. That's fine. I
It shouldn't
just
do
won't
anything
use
to
it.
change what you're doing. Stunned is, well, maybe. What's incapacitated?
Mhm.
Can't take actions or reactions, but you're not. It's not an action or a reaction, correct? It's just
a-
an automatic.
It's a reaction spell.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
but I think the reflect elements would happen before, like, the damage takes place, so it would happen before the stunning. Right?
Nothing quite like D&D for bringing me back.
It's
to playing
kind
it.
of the
so
thing is that
sorry.
there isn't anything that says which order the effects take place as
Yeah.
the fail.
Yeah.
I won't use it.
So I would presume that would inherently mean they're simultaneous, not one and then the next.
Hmm.
Okay.
What?
AJ up
Good to
in
know.
the effects, up on the tools in the top right. You should be able to find the stunned and just drag it onto your character, or onto Zedri. It should still look like it's coming from Zormyrra. But Lonan 17.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fail. And you also would be stunned.
Alright.
If
I
you
got
followed what I was giving for instructions to AJ.
Yes, yes.
Alright, Kiesel, you're plenty to the good. Not a problem. Folk with the 16, that's going to be a fail. And if you want to put stunned on Folk
Yeah.
as well.
I gotcha.
Salinas, 5 is definitely going to be in the fail.
Yeah. I'm so glad I'm getting to do things this combat.
And then you want to drag stunned as well. Yofrieder, I don't know if a
Where
32
is-
is high enough.
Where is that?
Effects.
Up
under
Yeah,
your-
32.
Tools,
That's pretty
there's
low roll.
effects.
It's the second row. It looks like a little person.
Yeah.
It's in between the cog and plus and minus.
And it should have all the basic effects, should be listed just right there on the front. Okay, so Yofrieder, you're fine. Alfred, that's a fail.
Can I use my Flash of Genius to put on, I guess, earmuffs?
So it's going to add up.
Plus
4?
Yeah.
Yep, that'll be good.
Incredible.
All right, and Torsten, of course, swung his completely the other side, so that should be everybody, right? Oh, Cybil.
Oh, so yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
Cybill's just gonna die right here from this attack, probably.
Firebird also
Um,
need to do. I think it can hear.
Let me check real quick. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
17's a fail. Yeah, there's not proximity to anything. Cybil takes thunder, and if you want to put the stun on Cybil, and let's see,
We
what we
raised
had.
Sybil's HP.
It's at 500. Because all the
It
good
should
berries
be.
she's eaten.
Oof. Crap damage on the Firebird. And I guess the Swellfair Spirit's stun. Unfortunately, that is can't move. That uses action. Doesn't really have a bonus action to burn, so that'll be Zymora's turn. Salinas.
Salinas is to make a wisdom saving throw, and then it'll be the next person's turn. Still not enough to, because it's a 21.
Want to use your inspiration?
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh, Eldritch.
I should have used it for the. I should have used it for that, but I didn't think the effect was going to be stunned.
Loaded.
I don't know why it has a different initiative than me.
It because once we drag it on the tracker, it automatically on NPCs they automatic roll initiative. So
Also gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, oh no!
And also can't do anything.
Yofredir, you are not.
All right.
You are raging.
So, yeah, I already raged. So now I am going to manifest my Echo right. Next, not directly next to Fold, but the square, one more square left of Fold.
We gotta get you a new Echo token. There?
So right there.
Oh, sorry. I was looking for the token when you were showing me where. There we go.
So with the dragon being 10 feet up in the air, would I even be able to hit it?
You're about 6 feet tall.
Not unless you
Taller.
have reach.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Let's see. I have 3 javelins. I can do that.
Chuck some javelin.
Yeah. So that is what he is going to do. He is going to chuck a javelin at her. Oh yeah, I'm so frightened. Oh
Whoops.
shit. I can't drop the weapon that I threw already, so
I think you're good.
I will throw another one, and then I have one left.
I like to envision your javelin just like went end over end,
Wait.
spinning through the air.
Try to throw it like a boomerang instead of a javelin. Just
We're still waiting for the javelin to hit the ground too, so.
I don't think the arrows hit the ground that Lonan fired.
Cedric's kind of been preoccupied to be listening for it.
Yeah, and I think that is going to be it, because nothing else I can do. I can't reach him.
Make your wisdom save +4 with advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
advantage.
Because of the aura that I have.
Absolutely. Hey,
Just
there we go.
enough.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Alright, that frightened condition off of you. At the end of your turn, legendary action
Well, of course.
to tail swipe at Torsten. That'll miss. Alright. Torsten, what do you got?
I like to imagine the sentinel thing was essentially, as it tried to move, I just grabbed onto like one of its limbs, and I'm just sort of straining to hold it there. With that like in place, I'm gonna look at it and just go, as the ocean swallows the unworthy, so shall your strength falter before me. And I'm gonna use Vow of Enmity to give myself advantage on all my attacks as a bonus action.
Okay.
Nice.
Tight.
Then I will make some attacks. Let's see. Where's this? There we go. Boop. So, with that natural 20, I'm also going to burn a 3rd level spell slot, and I'm going to smite with everything I have.
All right.
So that will be 248, I believe, at 3rd level.
Dang.
Yes.
So I don't know how you do crits. I don't know what the damage I do for that is.
So it does max damage on the 1 dice plus whatever you roll.
So
you don't
I
roll
maxed-
extra dice. You just get the max of what those dice would be on the first half.
So I get 4d8, so I get 32 radiant damage, 10, and then 17 damage from my weapon. So 49 damage, and then
Plus your roll.
Pool. Which I will
Which
do.
probably roll the damage just in the box because it's gonna automatically do the crit.
Okay,
It just won't
cool.
do the smite part because that hasn't
Got
been
you.
applied yet.
So I'll do that for the damage. So
So it'd be 15 plus an additional 10, so 25 for the weapon damage.
yeah, and then 4d8. So 32 at 21, so 53
53.
radiant damage.
Dang.
As I just like grab it and then just swing, like essentially just swing the thing around and then just absolutely batter into the side of its head. And then I'll do my second attack.
That's where I want to react with. That wasn't all your attacks.
No, that was just the first one. That was just
That was just
first,
the appetizer. Here comes
Yeah,
the
that
main
was just
course.
me. That was just me warming up. Let me just put that turn. I need to choose advantage again, and this, and then this. 23.
That'll hit.
And then another 9.
All right.
Cool. And that will end my turn.
Okay. Cybil.
Cybil is in a corner and cannot move closer to Zormyrra.
And stunned.
And stunned.
So, I think you're probably in a roll the frightened Try and break that frightened.
Get that nat 20.
Ooh, close. And Folk was
Also stunned.
but if Folk would have been following your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. You took damage, correct, Winston? Okay.
It's round 3 now. Jeff, just saying.
Hey, we're close.
Hey.
You're very close.
Oh, why are we here? Torsten's just soloing the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, to
We've
that
done
point-
some
Torsten?
damage.
Speak for yourself.
Torsten soloing it?
Kiesel's
I
claiming
landed
this
a-
kill.
Yeah, what the fuck? I landed a crit.
So did Torsten.
Oh god.
I'm going to once again activate my Eldritch Cannon to rebuff Orsten's temporary HP because he is the main character here. And then yeah, no, I'll take a main character turn. Alfred will unscrew the large milk container off of his cannon, and he is going to attach 2 canisters of explosive fuel, and he's going to lob off some scorching rays at this dragon.
Okay.
Let's see. I get 3. It's and I'll do it at a 3rd level, so I'll get 4 rays.
Okay.
Oh wait, I should probably roll it on her. Sorry.
A 10 would miss.
A 10 would miss. A 10 would miss.
And it'll miss again.
Excuse me, Fantasy Grounds. I would like to.
Roll above a 2. Or end above a 4.
Okay, please.
Last one's the charm. Here it is.
I.
That 20 was right there. I thought you had it.
Okay. Okay, that was action, bonus action. Yeah, no. That is my turn.
Is stun just for one turn?
Let me look
I
at
think
it.
so.
Quick.
I hope so.
I think that's.
I mean, you weren't
Stunned until
your
the
last
end of
turn.
your next turn.
End of my next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So everybody that's already
That's
been
my
through
turn.
their turns, the stunned is.
Nat 20 on that wisdom
removed,
save, though.
so.
Ooh.
Woo!
Nice.
Well, no, you may be deaf, but damn, you ain't scared of that dragon anymore.
Zidri, his ears probably crack so much that there's like the slightest bit of just like bloodshot in his eyes. Like he's not having a good time. But yeah, that'll be the turn. And Wildfire Spirit can't do anything.
But it'll lose its stun. So. Okay, end of your turn. Zormyrra's going to use Legendary.
Just to make sure, Dustin, whenever you said you were only giving the temp to Torsten, you meant that?
No.
Okay,
no.
cool.
Anyone
Alright.
within 10 feet of the protector.
Cool. I'm not
I
within
don't
it,
think
but
that
I wanted
you're-
to make sure. I was like, Yoferdir is right there.
Yeah.
I was just memeing for the main character turn.
Okay, I need. Let's see what. I suppose I don't know the echo. What's its existence?
It's
It's
a
there.
distraction. Yeah. It's a distraction.
I mean, does the echo have hit points?
It's got 1 hit point and an 18 AC.
Okay. The echo, Folk, Kiesel, Torsten, Eldritch Cannon. I need dex saves. As Zormyrra just starts beating her wings. Nice. Good start.
Uses my saving throws, so.
Oh, I want to use Indomitable to re-roll that saving throw.
Reasonable.
Oh!
Oh, honey.
Oh, Hunty, no.
Alright, well, Yoferdir took everybody's luck there and left everybody else. Yoferdir succeeds, everybody else on that fails. Let me double check. Okay, and your Sentinel makes their speed 0?
Correct.
Okay. Alright. So Echo, did you roll for your Echo, Yoferdir?
Oh, I don't.
Or yeah, you were rolling for your Echo because you weren't in range.
Yeah,
so.
so yeah, I'm a little.
Okay.
Go for it.
Eldritch Cannon, how many hit points do we got?
I believe 45.
Ooh,
Wow.
think
Oh,
that
yeah.
sturdy little bugger.
It's based on my artificer level, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Kiesel. Oh, we'll go. Folk. Sorry, then Kiesel. Keep track of everybody here. And Torsten failed, correct?
17, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I saved the good damage for you. Like to share that. It's just a small portion of a refund on what Zormyrra has received. And everybody who took damage is also prone. Okay. That will be the legendary action, so Kiesel.
I have not taken a lick of damage because bonus action. I'm going to be using Fighting Spirit again, which gives me 10 extra hit points on top, or 10 extra temp HP, which is on top of like the 4 that I have.
No, you don't ever
Or
stack
does it-
10.
You don't
It
stack them.
replaces the 4.
It replaces the
Yeah.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Me.
Okay, it's got this 5 HP.
Yeah, but at level 10, it should
Oh,
be
we just need to
10.
update that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me fix that.
I manually put it in, so it just rounds up to 10, basically. Not basically, but mathematically, it rounds up to 10.
No, now it'll work right. So
Yay.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Hold on. That's not what I asked for. I mean, that still is.
Laying on the ground, swinging your glaive around. And you still hit?
Stand up first, my dude. Stand up first, my dude.
I like the idea of being on the ground and swinging at it, and it still hits. I will still spend my movement to get up.
Nice
Fat.
damage.
Fat damage. What the hell? Get up. How do I take the prone condition away?
There, I got it.
There we go. I'm gonna...
Yeah, just re-roll that attack. You said you were standing up.
Roll it. There we go. There we go.
21 will hit.
There we go. The 20 does hit.
Oh, I had to balance out that damage somewhere, I guess.
Kinda.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
my.
Does the dragon look like it's almost dying?
It's very bloody on this picture, I assume. You guys all see that same thing, that there's more blood than there is picture of dragon anymore.
Yeah.
Hi. Was the all of those people making deck saves the layer action?
Or do we...
Ah! No, that was not. That was the legendary action, yeah. There was the lair action again.
It's a lot to keep track of.
And they
Bono
added this
rules
nice
lawyer.
extension for the legendary action, but nobody was nice enough to do that for lair actions.
Mm.
Let me look, because I don't know.
I will say that nothing fills your players with more, you get more looks of disdain than saying the phrases at the end of your turn and on initiative 20, because you do that enough times in a long enough fight and they're all just like, really? Again? All of this? I think I did it to AJ and the people on yeah.
Do you wanna use the lair action?
You can.
Like,
I'm gonna go ahead and do the lair action. Which, if I can find my little thingy. As Lonan Zedri Alfred, I'll notice some movement nearby, looking to see these humanoid-sized, dark blue and black, 8-legged creatures crawl down off the walls. In Zedri's case, climbing up off the land bridge up on top. As they... Zedri, you're right up close, and Lonan, you are too, as they chitter towards you. It's mandibles clasping and bright, beady red eyes looking straight at you. As add some additional combatants to the board. And yeah, anything else on your turn, Keys?
I was going to action the surge.
Okay. I figured.
And then I'm gonna attack 3 more times.
Alrighty.
Oh, I think that's the first one of my actual attacks that's been blocked. Clang! And then I'll attack a third time.
Nice.
You cleave into Zormyrra. Zormyrra can't move. Zormyrra falls, like, tail hanging over the edge down into the abyss, laying down there in front of Torsten.
He now hits the web.
Yeah, it's now enwebbed. Yeah, it's definitely in the cube now. You still got a third attack, correct? That was just 2?
Yeah, that was just 2.
And you still have half your movement.
Oh. I can't really reach.
Kiesel does a victory lap. He killed a dragon.
Yeah.
Actually, like,
Kiesel.
that Geofredir as he runs past. That I got one before you did.
5, 10.
That was suspiciously easy.
I'm gonna run in the direction.
I don't know. Suspiciously easy. That was a shit ton of damage in 2 rounds, and Sentinel fucked me. So
Yeah, we kind of did a good job.
It's we had this discussion when we fought the dragon in the dream. We are a very well built party. And that was without Torsten.
See, we followed through with our plan, and we succeeded.
Yeah.
We're not learning our lesson.
I was going to say,
we're not.
my brief was essentially, you killed a dragon once, and I was just like, all right, bet.
I'm gonna use my 15 feet of movement to run over to Lonan.
I made the mistake of being nice and saying I was only going 10 feet above the ground. Should have just camped up top and made it so no getting into melee, but
I
hated to put everybody out of melee, so
You wouldn't have if I had spells.
I feel like if the dragon was flying around, stopped, moved, flown around, stopped, moved, like that would have been this would have been a different fight, but it's not over, so I don't know. Yeah,
I guess we still have to kill the ice spiders.
Yeah. Like, oh, Kiesel just killed a dragon and we're not celebrating. Good job, my guy.
One of many Kiesel's dubs. Many more to come in the future.
Yes. Sorry, Silver. I interrupted you.
No, I just if Kiesel had anything else. You still have your third attack, so
I can't. Like, I'm not like in melee with anything unless I want to give like the echo a smack up on the head, but I'm not.
You still sporting javelins? You want to drop a glaive and?
Yeah, you know what? I'll drop a glaive and very heroically throw one of my javelins at Ice Spider 31.
Oh, you're gonna piss off the other 30.
Oh no!
All right. Now we're to the end of Kiesel's turn. Correct.
Cool. I get to maybe actually do something.
Yeah, because the frightened. I don't think you're frightened of the corpse. So.
I'm not stunned anymore, so I get.
I arranged the face of the dragon so it's making a silly expression, so you're not frightened anymore.
There we go. Your aura does it for everybody.
Yeah.
Like...
Out of Alpha's
I get to
back,
have a
off the
turn.
torso,
Yay!
googly eyes.
Yeah, I close its actual eyes and whack some googly eyes on there.
I guess Salinas is gonna be like, oh, well.
You heard a dragon, a big body hit the ground as you're hiding around the corner.
Yeah, it's like, I guess I was worried for nothing.
Hey, you don't know that wasn't Torsten falling down. He's not a big body at the moment. Never mind.
Yeah. It's kind of, Step around the corner at least so I can see what's going on. And he's gonna charge an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Now I have three attacks now too. One.
Oh, I forget that these layer on top of each other.
Yeah, when you keep rolling. Nice damage.
2.
A 3.
3.
Brunch.
Here they come again.
And then bonus action fire one of my meteors I have. And that'll be hopefully be the crunch. Well, I spoke too soon, and I rolled a nat 1.
All right, Lonan. You are no longer frightened or stunned. Sorry, I thought I
No.
moved the stunned off of you last turn.
Nope.
My bad.
No worries.
I gave you a spider.
Yeah, I have a
Don't say
spider
never
doing
did.
it now. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage. Run down this way towards Kiesel. And then shoot Ice Spider 31 with my longbow.
Malongbow. No, you won't.
That one did not do good, but second
She
attack,
still shot at it.
yeah. Hey, that one hits.
Nice.
That was a squishy sound effect on that
Yeah.
one.
9 damage.
All right.
And that'll be my turn. Wait. I still have Folk.
Yeah.
Folk is going to fly over to this one, but because I used my bonus action to disengage, it's just gonna dodge. She's just gonna dodge.
Okay. Yofredir.
Alright, well, with the dragon dead, Etro is going to move over to this ice spider. And if I just drag the dice onto the spider, it's gonna try to give me disadvantage on it.
Yeah.
So just click the
Yeah,
advantage.
just
before you
drag
do
it in the box.
Okay. Hope that hits. And then for the damage, we'll do max damage.
It's got an AC 27. Sorry.
It's
Well,
very
I meet it, so.
All right, that's the one your echo was over at, right?
Yes. Then
17 puts it pretty near death. Just leave a couple legs off of it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yofredir will swing at this one right in front of him. I don't know if you're allowed
That'll
to do
miss.
that. It misses. Okay. And then let's see. Here's this one. And then I'm gonna use my Unleash Incarnation, so my Echo is going to make an additional melee attack. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit, yes.
Okay. Oh, that was almost a 12 again.
This is the number 31, right?
Yes.
That'll take it out. How do you take it out?
Yeah, so the Edro obviously has just like a ghostly kind of figure that looks more like rushing water. So the axe does as well, and you just see like this rush of water just slice through the spider. And yeah, that's the end of the spider.
And yes, spiders can Wilhelm scream. Just point of cannon there. So
I missed that one.
Okay, and technically, it doesn't say that uses a bonus action or anything. It just says I can do that up to my Constitution modifier. So I can still do Action Surge. And that would give me 2 more attacks, right? Or is it just 1 more attack?
action surge gives you your
Yeah,
full action
okay.
again.
I'm gonna swing twice at the one that's in front of you. Okay. Okay, that's better. I'm assuming 19 hits.
Yes, 19 does hit.
16 damage.
All right,
And that'll be your first turn.
that was a good turn. Torsten laying down with a dead dragon at his feet.
I
You
sort of
do
just-
need a nap, I think. So
I am pretty tired, I'll be honest with you. But no, I just stand up, using the dragon to help me get up as well. Just a complete disregard for it. And then let's see. Do I have anything I can do from? Yeah, I have in that huge compendium of spells, I was like, is there anything that a paladin can use that's ranged? And the answer is yes. I'm gonna cast, if I've got the range for it. Yeah. I'm gonna cast a spell called Summons of Justice. It's a first level spell, which essentially gives me 2 Holy Rays. So for each ray, I make a ranged spell attack against a target within range. No idea what my ranged spell attack is because I am a paladin and it's never come up. Oh, plus
Be
8.
charisma.
Plus 8, I think it is. So, at the spider near Yofradir, it's a natural 20. Which means that it does 2d6 radiant damage. I also take 2 points of radiant damage when it hits as part of the casting. So it takes
7.
19. Oh, do you crit? Do you crit on spells or not?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
spell
In that
attack.
case,
Add another
19
12 to that.
Yeah, 19
Yeah.
holy damage. As like just a it's like the color of like a stormy sea, sort of like emits from the end of the weapon as it streaks towards this spider, ice spider number 9. And then hilariously, I can pull it 15 feet closer to me, which I will do.
Pull it into Yofradir.
I'll pull it like
It's
I'll
big
pull it
old
over.
warning on the front of Yofradir.
I'll pull it past Yofradir.
Outside of my range, so I get an
Should-
opportunity attack.
To trigger an opportunity attack.
It has to be willing movement.
Yes.
It has to be willing.
Yeah, I know.
You
If
know how fun
only
that would
though.
be?
But I'll move it. I'll just move it like 3 squares up, or like so it's like diagonally down to the left from just there.
Okay.
And then I will fire the other one at Ice Spider 25.
Don't miss.
I mean, I'll try.
You're
not
good.
to. And I will do 4
Oh boy,
holy
you
damage.
tried to get as
Yeah.
needed 3 to kill it. You got just enough at 4.
Oh no. So I do take 2. I took 4 damage in total, so I'm at 21 damage.
All right.
So that's my action, and then for a bonus action, I've used half my movement, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna action surge, and then use 5 feet of movement to move within range of the ice spider.
Okay.
Bonk. And then I will attack it twice
Nice.
in an attempt to kill ice spiders, which is
Torsten
now...
is raging over the stolen
Yeah.
dragon.
I'm just like I didn't get to
I'm
kill
killing
that,
the
so
spiders.
I'm gonna kill everything else now. You guys have ruined this for me.
Everything else?
Yeah, he doesn't know what that Eldritch Cannon thing is. It's getting stomped on in a second.
So
Might take a little bit more than that for 45 freaking hit points.
Yeah.
He's a wheeze.
I'm gonna start throwing that thing out in combat now.
So first attack does that. Second attack.
Thing is beefy.
Like, it has 10 less hit points than Folk does.
Ow.
Torsten
then,
Spider's Bane.
It's a less impressive name. I think
I would argue it's just as impressive.
I'm pretty sure Salinas has a fear of spiders, so I think to him,
Yes.
you're more of a hero now.
Yes. Well, apparently I was also afraid of the dragon, so...
Well, most
all
people
were.
are afraid of the dragon.
most
Yeah,
of us
most
were.
of us were.
Yeah, that will
I mean,
end my turn.
it really checks out on the one wisdom
Well-
save that Alfred gets to pass, that everyone else has a
Honestly.
miserable time.
Yeah.
As Torsten crushes the last spider beneath the fury of the tides, a tide's fury. The battle has ended. No combatants left on the field. 2 dead dragons. 1 a little bit freezer burnt. And 3 destroyed spiders. You emerge victorious. Huzzah.
We did it? We're...
Shit, we should do this more often if this is what killing dragons is like.
We're gonna make a killing.
Lonan,
Speak for yourself.
Lonan is gonna walk over to the body of Zormyrra, lay a hand on her horn, and just say, I hope Noctalis guides you peacefully to the other side.
As she's doing that, I am right behind her, and as she's finishing her prayer, I'm finding a way to get a scale or 2 off this thing. At least towards like the tail. I assume cutting off the entire tail would be too much of an ask. Torsten, is there anything I need to bring with me to prove I killed the dragon? I felt like the tail would be a little too much, but I think maybe a scale or something. At least something so the local people can know that 1, the dragon has been slayed, and 2, who the dragon slayer was. Not to be too full of myself, but...
Horns are usually a good sign, and I'll look towards Yofrid. I'm just like, teeth as well.
Well, if the soul is due departed, I think maybe we should look into harvesting resources so not to let the body go to waste. And then maybe putting it over there in the ice if we can encapsulate it.
That seems a little bit unnecessary, but
No, it is reasonable to take a trophy for your kill.
Considering the useful
No,
things off
we
of it.
probably don't need to encase the body in ice.
I don't think we could if we wanted to, but
Well, I will, if you don't mind, harvest a couple scales and then I guess the horn. Unless anybody else wants it, but I do have first dibs.
I would
I could
caution.
give you a hand with it at least. He'll take out his all-purpose tool and he'll work. Yeah.
Happy
Um,
survival on your attempting to harvest things.
Silver.
Can we roll that with advantage?
Yeah, he's helping you, so.
You should roll survival.
What you got,
+5.
Conrad?
The dragon came from below us, right?
Yeah.
Can you use my inspiration?
Do you want to give me inspiration?
Can you use my inspiration?
Is there any chance I could try harvesting to show him how to do it?
I already have advantage.
I want to.
No, I mean, I just want to try and do it for myself. Just crack off a horn, just like.
You bastard.
The horn is cracked.
Mine now.
I don't want the roll to say that now the horn is cracked.
Well, yeah, if he's allowed to give me inspiration, I'll gladly take a reroll. Because that was almost like a 20.
I think Selena's is the only one who's got inspiration at the moment, right?
Do I not? Oh,
It's the only one I'm showing.
I've been reading the what's it called, the character models that we have at the top, and it has like a filled in dot for me, but then yeah, on my character sheet it reads nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, the inspiration will be a star.
Yeah, it's a diamond with little triangles in the corner to make it look like it's shining.
All right, well, never mind.
The dots are just showing that we're online.
Yeah. And what color your dice is.
So Zormyrra came from the chasm below us?
Correct.
Okay.
Alfred, work her up.
I dropped the rock.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Selena's-
Then we try sneaking in and you just throw the rod down to her.
What the fuck is this?
Selena's just gonna pull out his instrument and play a very short tune as the gears that a couple of small like mechanical pieces that Alfred installed inside of it turn. And he's going to cast Fly on himself. And then he's going to kind of pass by Kiesel as he's harvesting. Like, Kiesel, I'm going to go check out if there's anything down there.
Oh, I'll be right behind you, Selenas. As soon as
it's the attention is focused to Selena's. This is when you botch your harvesting job at your 10, as you accidentally damage the horn in the process.
Is it like base damage?
Like it's a big old gash in where the base, where it attaches to the skull, is just like you kind of break it off, and so it's like hanging, still partially attached to the skull. Part of it's kind of split off, like it's a piece of splintered wood.
You can buff this out. You can buff this out with a grinder. You can polish it. This, as long as
we'll put in epoxy, we'll fill it in. No one will even know.
I mean, if we want,
just winces as you do it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you use like 2 weights here, I mean, we could put like 2 pieces of wood on the side. Hey, we turn this into a fucking spear. It's a horn. It's mine. It's uniquely mine. if it gets stolen, I'll know which one it is, and I'll just kind of put it in my peg because I'm talking myself out of this hole that I've cashed myself in. And then whatever scales I can pick up as well, that'll be nice.
Can I rip out a tooth from the dragon to give to Joffredir to add? So he has 2.
He's got a claw, doesn't he?
A claw or a tooth?
Yeah, it's a talon.
Lonan's got the
Oh,
Lonan
Dragon.
has
sorry.
the,
In that case, my
tooth.
mistake. Then in that case, even worse, I will just rip a talon out.
All right, give me a survival there,
Yep.
Torsten.
Can I have advantage because I've done this before?
Sure.
I would like to try to rip a tooth out, though. One that's maybe about yay long.
Go ahead and roll your
Survival?
survival. Kiesel, you get 2 scales.
I'm also gonna add I'm sending Folk with Salinas when he goes down.
Yeah, and now Alfred, being done with Kiesel, or helping Kiesel, he'll war up his boots, click them together to get the helicopter propellers started, and follow him down.
I wish I could go down. Well, actually, could probably walk down there, down the other path.
Now we're splitting the party.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to do.
Oh, it's happened.
Torsten and Joffredir, you both are able to get the objects of your desire.
I hand the talon to Joffredir. I'm just like, for the collection.
All right.
I take 2, actually.
Oh, now you're getting greedy.
I may see if Alfred can make a knife out of this tooth.
All right. As we have some spelunking being started, flying spelunking, I suppose. I'd say we're probably at a good stopping point. I'd said probably the end of combat was going to be where we'd be, and we're past we're 3.5, 340 in. So, for the sake of wrapping things up, I'd say that's probably where we'll stop for today.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Before we discover what lies beneath in the rest of the cavern. And yeah, so thanks to everybody watching on demand. This is where our on demand portion will wrap up for tonight. We'll be back next week with chapter 23, see where we go from here. This was a side trek. We have some people to save, so we have a mission that needs attention now that one of the hindrances is out of the way. But if you are watching on demand, come watch live, engage in the Twitch, redeem channel points to help influence the game, have some fun, and chat with us. We'd love to have you here, so definitely do that if you are not doing that. For those that are here in chat, we are going to do our game wrap-up stuff here before we finish things out for the night, so the stream will be continuing for a little bit. But as to the on-demand people, see you later. See you next week, hopefully.
See ya.